Hello friends, it's Lexi. Today I am bringing you, I think, one of the best meals that I have made in a long time. It's a cacciatore. Before I went vegan, I used to make chicken cacciatore often, very often. And then when I stopped eating meat, I just kind of forgot about it. And for some reason this week, it came to mind and I thought, how can I have cacciatore but make it vegan? Because it is all about the sauce, really, not about the chicken. So I decided to substitute the chicken for cauliflower. So you'll see here I have cut the cauliflower up into 4 pieces, and I've made it quite big pieces, like the size of a chicken thigh or a chicken breast. I am putting salt and pepper on it, a little bit of olive oil, and then I am just dipping it in some flour. So the reason for doing this is when it starts cooking in the sauce, it will thicken up the sauce, and it will also give a nice brown color to our cauliflower. So first going to fry it off in a little bit of olive oil. And this will now make it nice and brown on the outside. We want to work very carefully with the cauliflower because we don't want to overcook it. We want it to be the shape at the end that it is now. We don't want it to fall apart into the small little florets. We want it to be like a piece of chicken would have been in the sauce. So work carefully with it and make sure that it doesn't get overcooked. The cacciatore is quite a rustic dish, so we don't need to be super careful about cutting everything up very finely. We can be quite relaxed about just throwing it together, which is a lovely way to cook. So our cauliflower pieces are all nice and browned now, and we are going to take it out and set it aside. And we are going to start with our sauce. Now, our sauce starts with a sofrito. A sofrito is a combination in equal parts of onion, celery, and carrots. Now, why is this such a wonderful combination? Well, the celery brings a lovely pepperiness, and the carrots bring a natural sweetness. So make sure that you fry this off very well in olive oil, because we want to bring out the best flavor of the sofrito. Here I am adding some garlic, you can add 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. And then I will also be adding a little bit of chili. Not a lot. We don't want it to be a dish that has got a lot of heat, but just a little bit for flavor, so just half a teaspoon is plenty. And we go with some salt and pepper. And some oregano. A little bit of tomato paste. Fry that off nicely in the extra virgin olive oil. Each region makes a cacciatore a little bit differently. Some will add mushrooms, some will add olives or not add the olives. There are different variations to this dish. So I'm going in now with some red pepper that I have just cut up. Some Kalamata olives or black olives. Stir that in, fry it off a little bit. And I can tell you already the sauce is smelling absolutely amazing with just the few flavors that are already added into the pot. A cup of vegan wine. This is a must. You cannot make a cacciatore without the wine. It brings such a beautiful, beautiful depth to the sauce. And then I've added in about a can of tomatoes. I used fresh tomatoes here, which I just cut up. And also adding in some fresh rosemary and fresh thyme from my garden. Just add it in a whole, and you can take it out a little bit later. Okay, lid on and let the sauce cook for about 10 minutes. That is looking so good. Right, so now we are ready to add in our cauliflower. So just add it in right on the top there. We're going to put the lid on again, so it's going to steam inside there. We once again don't want the cauliflower to overcook. We want it to be in the same form as when we're putting it in, except being cooked. We don't want it to fall apart. I'm just adding a little bit of extra virgin olive oil that was left in the bowl. Just adding that back into the sauce. Because usually the chicken would add some of its natural oil into the dish, which we don't have here using the cauliflower. And just look at that. Amazing. So just test the cauliflower with a fork. Make sure that it is cooked through. I served this on polenta, and oh my word, it was absolutely delicious. Definitely will be making this again really, really soon. I hope you will give it a try and enjoy it as much as I did. If you are enjoying these recipes, please give me a like and subscribe.